The illegal human trafficking ring by the Irish government, the EU, and the UN continues to wreak havoc across Irish cities. Okay, of course, today we have a Gript Media video, shout out to Gript Media, about a dying rural town in Carrickmacross, okay, which is in Monaghan. Okay, for those who don't know where Monaghan is, it's kind of up near the north of Ireland. Okay, it's just under the north. And I've never been there. Okay, I've been all across each county of Ireland, and to hear what the hell is going on in these different counties is really waking the people up. So let's hear exactly what's happening, because hundreds are gathering across towns and cities and villages across Ireland, and it seems like the Irish government are being pushed back massively on the bullshit that's happening, guys. So let's see what is really happening.
Can you tell us what the concerns are here in Carrickmacross?
In Carrickmacross now we've had an awful influx of migrants into the town. Women don't feel safe walking the streets. There's no nightlife. The town is practically dead. People are angry. People are fed up. Taxpayers like me, I call ourselves tax slaves like us, are going to work in the morning, paying for all this, and then we find out today they're getting free medical, they're getting free accommodation.
Jesus.
Everything's handed them on a golden plate, and we're the ones that are paying for it.
I love this guy. He said it right there, guys. Tax slaves. That's what we are. Tax slaves. And then what did the Irish government do? They take the taxes from us and they give it to the people that have been here for 2 days. Whereas you should be getting preferential treatment if you're Irish. 100%. If you're Irish, guys, you should get preferential treatment. 100%. None of this putting people before the Irish people. This is nonsense. They're getting free medical, they're getting free cars. It's crazy.
And there was a rather large demonstration here last Friday. What was that like?
Everyone's saying the same thing. They're fed up of what's going on. They're fed up with the government. They're fed up with the fake opposition from Sinn Féin.
Yeah.
He said it in there tonight. He's the opposition. Yet no, they're not opposing what's going on.
And what did you...
Sinn Féin are not the opposition, guys. They are part of the three-headed dragon, okay? Whether it's Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, now there's just a third party involved with they're all the same parties. Those three parties, guys. Why would we want a three-headed dragon when we already have two? Vote independent, vote for somebody else. Not Sinn Féin, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael. Absolutely not.
I think that the Garda Síochána declined to send a representative to address the safety concerns in particular.
The Garda Síochána, as I said last week, they're out of their depth. They can't cope. There's a new breed of criminal coming into the country.
Yeah.
And they're just not equipped to handle it. And then you have to factor in this DEI, diversity, quality and integration. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And what's happening there is, in order for that to happen, standards have to drop. And they proved that there 2 months ago when they don't have to do sit-ups or push-ups for their fitness test. So how can you have a robust fit police force if they can't even do a fitness test?
The local people got...
Yeah, when they got rid of the fitness test and the guards, I was like, Jesus, lads, that's not good. Like, a guard can't even do 25 push-ups or 25 sit-ups or run. I mean, how are you supposed to catch criminals? You can't even run.
Gathered here this evening, they asked a lot of questions, and at points it seemed that emotions were running quite high. Did you feel that the questions were answered?
No questions was answered. The questions, it was like there was just a chairman there that wasn't allowed to speak.
Huh.
So basically we came here tonight to hear what was going to be done with our town, the town I grew up in, the town I went to school with, and we're afraid to walk down the streets, and no one addressed that issue. We didn't get nothing was resolved. I'm going home tonight, no further on, because no questions was answered.
Huh.
Do you have faith that the local representatives or representative of the county council will actually follow through with doing something?
Well, going on what I saw tonight, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'd need a bit.
When you ask, the representatives of these elites, like, what are you going to do about it? What about the crime? What about the, the infrastructure? We're paying taxes. We're not getting what we want. They just give you the runaround. Oh, yeah, we'll do something eventually. It's all nonsense, guys. It's all bullshit,
More answers to questions. There was hard questions asked there tonight because the people are angry. They're angry at what's happening to our lovely little town, the town of Carrickmacross Lace. So it's far from that now. And it was a safe town. It was a town that you could walk up on your own. And just last week, I drove through the town and I said to my husband that I know his people walk in pairs now, or with a dog. That didn't happen when I was growing up in this town. We could go to the fiddlers, to the discos, we could walk anywhere. We could stay in the town an hour after the discos, feel quite safe. But that town's gone. And we're fearful for our kids. We're fearful for our kids, for our grandchildren, and that's why I'm here tonight. I just feel fear for the future of Ireland, for the future generations.
My concern, I'm sorry, this evening, yes, definitely women, because obviously I grew up in the 80s and I can recall when Carrick had 4 nightclubs and it was more than safe to walk home to my home, we'll say at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Whereas now I am reluctant to walk down the main street at Carrick Cross at 2 p.m. in the afternoon or 3 p.m.
Shit, I'd like them to expand. Like, what the hell is going on? There's a knife crime, there's probably robberies, it's just free-for-alls, there's fights everywhere. I see all these fights now on X, you know, these different fights on buses, on the main streets. Like, it's crazy.
I usually take my car with me because I fear every corner I come around. And as some of the individuals have highlighted here this evening, especially if you approach an ATM machine,
oh, wow.
You tend to be kind of surrounded by large groups of males.
Huh.
And I would find the whole experience totally intimidating. So hence I am reluctant to go to ATM machines. And if I can, I will just use my cards in shops or the likes, and I will avoid going to the ATM machines if I'm looking for cash or something like that. I would probably just get cash back in a local store instead.
I've noticed that about Mayo, places in the west, you know, like Sligo, Limerick. I've noticed now more than ever, there's way more beggars as well. It's very beggy. There's so many beggars, and the homelessness is just blown up. But not just like Irish homelessness, all different nationalities, Chinese, all this. It's just completely gone way different than what I remember years and years ago. Like, I don't know what's happening. It's like a free-for-all, like I said.
During the meeting, you expressed concern for the children in Carrickmacross. Can you tell us what that's about?
Well, my kids, when they were growing up, walked to school themselves, came home from school themselves. I have a granddaughter, she's 10 years of age, she goes to the Irish school. And one day I heard her asking her mother, could she walk down from the chapel, which is only a hen's race, like down. She wouldn't allow her. And I'm there, Shauna, the child needs to be able to do things on her own, like she needs. She says, Mum, you don't know what's going on out there. There's no way I can do and let her do that.
Oh yeah.
So
never let the kids out of your sight ever, guys. Like, that's the main rule, man. You know, there's flipping nut jobs out there, like kidnapping and crazy shit. Like, even in rural villages near me, like, I hear about kidnappings, and I was like, what the hell? Like, that never happened, guys. I don't know what the hell that's about. Like, some sort of extortion or yeah, crazy trying to get money, blackmail out of people or something.
that was the kind of all right, I pulled my horns in. You have to do these things. But I actually did. I went out and I seen what was going on. Seen all this that I cannot believe that is going on. Now, she's in the Irish school. There's foreign nationals in the Irish school. I have nothing against anybody, but I cannot understand how kids is in an Irish school expected to learn Irish when they don't even know English. It doesn't make sense.
You spoke about what...
That's a great point. I was saying that. Half the people I speak to now, you know, I walk down the road, nobody speaks English anymore. Like, how the hell are you supposed to learn different languages? You know, we learn Spanish, French, you know, Irish, of course. I learned Irish for 12 years. Now nobody even speaks English. How the hell are you supposed to learn Irish if you don't even speak English? Like, oh shit. Like, this is a disaster, lads. This is a disaster.
You saw that shocked you. Can you be a bit more specific? What did you see?
Well, I used to live in Clough Valley, lived there all my life. We always had a park. It was always full. We always got on. We had our fights. We sorted it, everything. I went down one day with the grandkids. I had to leave. As they said, there was spitting. They were being pushed around. We were being stared at. We were everything. I could not believe it. So we ended up, we had to leave.
And how long has that kind of situation been going on in Carrickmacross?
Definitely at least the last 2 years.
Huh.
And it's worse, it's getting every day.
I believe it.
I only come downtown when I have to come downtown. Like, you used to be able to walk down the street. You knew everybody. You go for a loaf of bread, it could take you 2 hours because all you're doing is talking. My kids used to say, I'm not going with you, ma'am. Nowadays it only takes you 2 minutes.
Carrick McCross, as I say, has...
Oh, here we go. Bullshit peddler. Let's put the... Hold on, guys. We gotta put our glasses on. Oh, we gotta put our They Live glasses on so we can get past the bullshit, remember? Alright, let's listen now, guys. Just so we're awakened to all the nonsense that this lad's about to speak. But no, in all seriousness, guys, like, it seems like Ireland is turning into a reality TV show now. Like, every little town is having like an issue. Like, what the hell is going on? Who is taking control? We're sick of the demoralization in this country. I don't know what is going on. Crazy.
Carrick McCross, as I say, has been a great town over many decades. Vibrant, bustling, a great community, fantastic businesses. Over the past decade or more, we've faced a number of challenges. There is an issue with antisocial behaviour and crime, and particularly a lack of Garda visibility. The image that we all saw...
That's not the problem. This guy, again, bullshit artist. He's not speaking about the true facts. Don't listen to these big parties, guys. Don't listen to any of these big parties, you know.
Of a knife-wielding man on our main street in particular, but also other incidents have caused huge concern and indeed fear. And then there's the wider mismanagement of the migration system, which has led to profiteering and a complete disregard for the needs of local communities or the capacity of services, which has impacted on Carrick McCross.
That was obviously on the back end. He didn't put that as the forefront message. But yeah, the stabbings, he said. I mean, stabbings, like random stabbings. I understand that there were stabbings in gangs and shit in Dublin. Yeah, that's normal, you know, drug activity and shit. Everyone expects that. The guards expect that. You don't expect to be going to the park with your little Jimmy, your little kid, Saoirse or whatever, and then you go to the park and then some guys run around with a knife. Like, that's insane shit, like.
Unequivocally anti-racist, and I won't make any apologies for that. As a child, I lived in Britain for a while during the 1980s, and I saw anti-Irish hostility, and I'll never support either the targeting or othering of another person or group because of their race.
This guy's a cuck. To even say that you're an anti-racist, like, dude, we didn't think that you were racist. Like, relax. Like, nobody is racist in this country, lads. Like, everyone has different friends. Like, the Chinese, the Indians, they all agree. If you guys speak to any Chinese, Indians, Africans, they all agree 100% unequivocally with the Irish people on this shit. I haven't met someone that's not from Ireland. It's only Irish people that are liberals, like the woke. I'm being serious, guys. Ask anyone from Eastern Europe, from flipping China, from India, everyone. They don't agree with any of this woke shit. Like, this is crazy. To even suggest that he's racist, like, what? Racist? What?
I do believe in a managed migration system where those who are entitled to be in Ireland are treated with decency and supported to integrate into our society and participate in the workforce, but also where those who are not entitled to be here are made to leave. And I believe that where anyone who has come to Ireland and then abused our welcome by committing serious crimes, I believe they should be swiftly deported and permanently barred from ever returning. I have some serious issues which I've articulated on several occasions over the past 10 years with the current asylum system in Ireland, in which processing times take too long, where decisions aren't enforced, and where a government gives a small number of individuals huge amounts of public money while communities are ignored, and where there's no regard for the capacity of services.
Yeah, I think that's just bullshit artists. But anyway, shout out to Gript. Go over and donate to them. Support them. Okay, they're doing great work, of course. Check out, my content. I have another video for you guys as well. Okay, so the second video we got here is from Carrick McCross locals concerned about being branded racist at the Sinn Féin meeting. Okay, now this guy is a security guard. I believe he said he was been in the army, the Irish Defence Forces, for 25 years. Amazing to see. Anyone that's served in the Irish Army is a legend, in my personal opinion, and they should be treated with utmost respect. But yeah, here we're going to hear his opinion from it, so let's see what he says.
Good morning, people of Carrick McCross. I just want to put out a wee video of what happened at the meeting last night. Right, I went in last night with the intention of not having the limelight. I wanted people to start saying a bit about what's going on in the town. Sorry, I'm just at work at the minute, but anyway, what's going on in the town. So, Matt Carty spoke last night for about 20 minutes, telling the stuff we already knew about Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil, councillors not attending the meeting and the Garda superintendent of the meeting.
Yeah, bullshit artist, that lad.
So we knew that was going to happen anyway, right?
Yeah.
But when he spoke, he had all these Sinn Féin TDs, and fair play to them, I will give them credit for that. They all turned up. They all didn't have to, but they turned up and listened to people's concerns. Anyway, what happened last night, after Matt Carty done his 20-minute spiel, a young fella, obviously from the woke youth Sinn Féin, got up and basically started calling the people in the town racist, and that our national flag was being appropriated by far-right, pitchfork-wielding national racists in the country, and he went off on a rant.
Shit, hey, he wouldn't have said that bullshit if I was there. Holy fuck, I wouldn't have taken that. I hope they just lambasted him. I hope they just tore his head off. What's he mean far right? What the hell is this guy talking about? Bullshit artist. This is the young Sinn Féin woke mob, guys. The DEI woke mob. This is the losers. Absolute dorks. He wouldn't have said that shit if I was there.
Naming off crimes that committed by Irish people and all this kind of stuff.
What?
Said Carrick's no more dangerous than it was a few years ago, which was utter tripe. So it gave me the perfect opportunity to come in and get the ball rolling. So when I got the mic, I turned around and said to Matt Carty, he's seen only 26 years in the political game because he wasted 20 minutes of our time talking about stuff we already knew. I told him I was the one that called him out last Friday. And then I tore into the young lad and I said, how dare he call me a right-wing, pitchfork-wielding, far-right racist carrying our national flag down in Dublin. I said, the only one ever called me racist was Sinn Féin. And I told him that I wore the flag of my country on my arm for nearly 25 years in the Defence Forces and served 13 times overseas in conflict zones, and some cheek called me a racist.
Damn, this guy is fucking badass. Now we're talking, guys. That got me fired up. 13 tours in combat zones. These pussies. And this is what these little bitches are, guys. These are pussies. These people that are speaking up, I'm young Sinn Féin. If bullets started flying, this guy would shit himself. If any sort of violence started occurring, she'd shit himself. He turns into a little bitch. Oh, this guy's a legend, man. Yeah, shout out to this guy. This guy's badass. He said, what did he say, 25 years, 13 combat tours. Holy fuck. That's a lot of shit that this guy's seen. Holy hell.
To which everybody cheered, but didn't. So I told Matt, the town is in a bad state. There's sunflower seed shells spat every nook, cranny, and every crevice in the footpaths. I says, there's Roma gypsy men roaming the streets.
Oh, there you have it, guys. The Roma gypsies. We need loads of Roma gypsies. You know, I always say my family is like half Czechoslovakian or whatever. I don't know. My grandma came over this time. She said every single person on the Ryanair flight was gypsy. Like, why the hell are we letting gypsies into the country? That should be like cut off completely. No gypsies, guys. That's shit, man. People in Ireland, like, we don't even really know what Roma gypsies are. Like, we've only started getting them the last few years. But I remember going, like, when I was a young kid, like, to flipping Eastern Europe, and like I would always be like, Mum, like, what's the crack with these lads? Like, and you could just see them. They're just gypsy. They're just low IQ. They rob, they beg, they pickpocket. Like, these people are not good for the Western society. Like, I'm not saying you should exclude them, but I mean, I am saying that. Let's be honest, guys. But like, this is completely ridiculous. Oh yeah, let everybody in. Gypsies, criminals. No, not in my Ireland. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Loitering, intimidating people. People are afraid. People can't walk at night. There's literally no nightlife, no night economy. Once 8 or 9 o'clock comes, the town is absolutely dead.
Yeah.
And I says, if a tourist drove through in a bus and seen all these Roma men instead of Irish people in the street spitting their crap on the street, I says, they just had to drive, keep going, I'm not staying here.
Yeah.
And if something wasn't done, the town was going to die an awful death.
Jesus.
I left it at that, and thankfully up to 25 people said their pieces about different things going on in this town, and it just opened the floodgates. Even Matt Carty and the councillors couldn't get over the amount of people who had concerns, who had complaints about the state of the town, the direction it was going in.
This is what I'm telling the Irish public. Speak up, speak your opinion. I'm going to make a video. I've made numerous videos on that. Do not be afraid that you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose anything, you're going to lose your girlfriend, your husband, your wife. Do not be afraid of that. Speak up, be a man. You know, the women now are speaking up more than the guys. Like, come on, fellas. Like, let's start, you know, let's start kicking ass. Like, let's start flipping doing shit, because, like, I feel like people are, like, asleep in this country. Like, a lot of people. Like, wake up, lads. Come on.
And even 3 non-nationals got up and spoke with us. A Lithuanian man said, 20 years living in the town, he says, this town is not racist. These are very concerned people, and the direction the town's going in is not good.
Yeah.
So after the interview, after the meeting, I was talking to Grip Media to Fatty McGunn, and she asked me just a couple of questions about what's going on in the town. I basically told her what I'm about to tell you there now, and she mentioned about the guards. What are the guards doing about it? And I says, look, the guards aren't coping. There's a new culture of crime coming in. They don't have the manpower. They don't have the mechanisms to cope with what's going on.
Yeah.
Plus, I says, DEI has infected the system in Ireland. It started in our schools with leaving certs, dropping the standards, so
this DEI bullshit, I wouldn't allow any of it. Like, what? Bro, people are so pussy here. Like, just say no. I'd be like, no, I'm absolutely not doing that bullshit. What the hell are you talking about? Absolutely not. Zero tolerance. Like, man, people need to, like, I don't know what it is. It's like people are afraid to, like, you know, rock the boat. Rock the boat. Who gives a shit? You guys have all the power. I don't even have any money. All the rich folks, they're afraid to speak up. You guys have the power. Like, start speaking up. Shit, man.
Diversity, inclusion and equality and all that stuff can facilitate people who don't get the points going to school for their courses in college. Plus, it's infected the guards. The fact is, they don't have to do sit-ups or push-ups in the fitness test. And I pointed out, how can you have a fit, robust police force if they can't do sit-ups and push-ups? So basically, that was the crux of the whole meeting last night. I want to thank the people at Carrickmacross coming out in their droves for saying what they said. To drive the point across, Carrickmacross is not safe and it's going in a very bad direction.
Oh yeah.
These are a credit to the town, and hopefully other communities start following in suit. This cannot go on.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone that attends these meetings and does this stuff. You know, I'm trying to raise awareness as well. That's basically what my whole channel is. You know, music, reactions, but also raising awareness to the political stuff. You know, we have to start raising awareness. We have to start speaking up, guys. Like, start speaking up. Do not be afraid, man. Nothing is going to happen to you. I'm guaranteed nothing's going to happen. And if it does, you know, that's it. That's what you think. That's speak your mind. We live in a Western democracy. We should be able to speak our mind whenever and not be attacked for that.
A government are a failure. Sinn Féin say they're opposition. They are not opposition.
They're not. Sinn Féin are worse than them all. The Sinn Féin are even worse.
Facilitated this by saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And I pointed it out to Matt Carty last night. They sided with the government on 2 occasions for taking mother and woman out of the Constitution and for harsh COVID restrictions. If that's opposition, then we're doomed.
Yeah, absolute clowns. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you want to help me push back against the media, hit the subscribe button, you know, hit the like button, comment down below. I love you guys all. Stay free, and I'll see you all tomorrow, man. Peace.